And the second of them, the second fall or the second expulsion, perhaps a better word, is the one that specifically relates to our covenant as the Ummah Muhammadiyah, which is the banishment by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam of Sayyidatna Hagar and Sayyidina Ismail into the southern deserts. He leaves them in the Haram in Mecca before the construction of the Kaaba, biwadin ghayri dhi zara, in a valley with no cultivation, no water, no cultivation, no grass, nothing, the most arid place in the world, the most unpromising place in which an old man could leave his young bride and his baby son. And he does this in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command, because his maqam was the maqam of complete acceptance of Allah's decree. So this is, if you like, a second descent, a second fall, a second banishment from the verdure of Canaan to the aridity of the Arabian desert. And this apparent calamity leads to the highest religious state, collective state, that has ever been accomplished by humanity, because Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam is the forefather of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And Sayyidina Muhammad, who is from Mecca, is made possible by that act of apparent abandonment by Ibrahim al-Khalil alayhi salam. So from that second fall, that second exile, comes a still greater, still more momentous reclamation, a definitive, final reclamation of the Adamic possibility. And how does this come about? It comes about again through an act of education, because the first word that the angel says to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on Jabal an-Nur is Iqra, recite. It's an act of education. The angel is, as it were, teaching him. And what is he being asked to recite? He's being asked to recite in the name of his Lord, who created man from a drop of blood. خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ عَلَقٍ اقْرَأْ وَرَبُّكَ الْأَكْرَمُ. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous. الَّذِي عَلَّمَ بِالْقَلَمِ, who taught by means of the pen. عَلَّمَ الْإِنسَانَ مَا لَمْ يَعْلَمْ, taught that which he knew not. So the first purely prophetic experience of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam is an experience of education, the language of ta'aleem. And the first purely prophetic experience of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is again education, ta'aleem. The same root is used. عَلَّمَ الْإِنسَانَ مَا لَمْ يَعْلَمْ. So, وَمَا كُنْتَ بِدْعًا مِنَ الرُّسُلِ, you're not an innovation amongst the messengers. Absolutely not, because this is the Adamic state being reclaimed through the Ishmaelite covenant, through the second exile. And the consequences of it, the fruits that flowed inexhaustibly from that remote desert valley, as inexhaustible as the well of Zamzam itself, has been the ilm of al-Ummatul Muhammadiyah in all of its endless ramifications and perfections. The ulum of the Ummah Muhammadiyah, which are more exalted, more sophisticated, more diverse than the ulum of any previous ummah. That's what I would refer to. And again, this is not doctrine as such, this is merely my suspicion of what's happening in history. That's the second of my three falls or exiles.